Holy Story 3 The Alliance in Noah, Figure of Animism 4mn, https://u2.b/npjt8c6lkro. The alliance with Noah, is it the figure of animism? Noah's story happens after Cain and Abel, so while the world is already populated. A flood is sent to earth, says the Bible, which covers the whole earth because men are perverted. But Noah and his family, warned by God, are saved. First question: has this deluge occurred? Is the Bible historically infallible? Answer: this flood has been found but not at all as described in the Bible. It was first found in archaeology, on the side of Iraq. The libraries of Nineveh contain the Epic of Gilgamesh that tells at one point the flood, exactly in the same words as the Bible, except that it is more realistically. Namely, it is a local deluge, which covered part of the Fertile Crescent, Neolithic, and destroyed a civilization. In the archaeological excavations we find indeed Neolithic cities and then a layer of sediment that covered this country flat, and below, older cities, more recent, dating from the Bronze Age, when life took over on Earth. So it's a local deluge and the Bible has inflated it. It's so horrible what happened. To the point of saying that the waters covered the summit of the mountains. It might have been said, with epic Gilgamesh, covered all the plain, since the country is flat. And the two stories, Gilgamesh and the Bible, tell how Noah came out of the ark. There were animals of all kinds in the biblical story and he offered to God as an animal sacrifice. The smell rose with God and God promised, with a rainbow as a sign, that he would never again destroy humanity. What does this text reveal? What is this covenant that God makes with Noah? It is an alliance, he says. The sign of my covenant is the rainbow. Well, I think, it's animism. These very ancient religions from the Paleolithic, where the animal is offered, the great spirit of nature, and we thank when the hunt went well because we are afraid that the spirit of the animal comes to prevent the wild herd, the next time, and we do not have a good hunt. So all beings have a nobility, all are in the ark, you save Lord man and the beasts. And there is a single God above, the great spirit of the meadow perhaps? As the Indians of North America said, preparing a paradise for human hunters, and for animals. What does the Bible reveal from the point of view of the doctrine of salvation? And although knowing God like that, knowing that He saves man, that's what St. Paul will say. It's a first step of salvation. Certainly. These people do not know the heart of God, they are not in the salvation that is a relationship of love. It will come later, with Jesus Christ. But they are disposed, by this religion called animism, to enter salvation, when the heart of God will be presented to them at a given moment. No doubt, when Jesus comes to seek them in Sheol, on Good Friday, where he will come down with his soul to introduce them into the vision of God, face to face.